Hi, I am Paul from HockeyHeroes TV and welcome to yet another hockey vlog. So last time we showed you a little bit about Playful and all the stuff we do over there. We promised to show you a new training tool, but it's not in yet, so it's too bad with that. We're still awaiting the BlazeBolt training lights. We're gonna show a lot of nice exercises with that, but for now we have to wait a little bit more. In my next vlog I hope it will be in. A last message I got was that it will be in by the end of July. And I'm very curious to see how it turns out and if all the great ideas that we have with this training tool will actually work. But that was the plan for this vlog. Unfortunately I have to do something else now. So instead of the whole BlazeBolt training video thing, which will come, I'm going to show you how I build up the program for the teams that I coach, and that needs some preparation. So let's have a look. Okay, so this is basically the whole setup. I've divided the whole season into five periods. First period is the selection period. Then we have the preparation period. Preparation number 1 is before the actual competition starts. We prepare, we take 3 weeks doing so. After that the first half of the competition will go. We have a winter break in the midst, then a second preparation time and competition second half. After which we'll be woohoo champion. Okay. During the selection time, we can see that we have 2 training sessions and 1 game. And the 2 training sessions are going to be purely technical. If I go over here, I know that I'll have 18 players, of which I'll pick 1 goalie. Since it's the age of 12 to 14, I will pick 1 to 7 players that I can either use as a midfielder or a defender, and 1 to 7 players that I can either use as a midfielder or attacker. Why I'm not dividing them into defenders, midfielders and attackers is because I'm not sure that these players in the age of 12 to 14 will end up being a midfielder or an attacker or a defender. I think that can change a lot. I do not know the players yet, so that's where I have to put most of the effort in, but this is graphically where I'm gonna choose them at. Most part, like 50% of which players I'll choose will depend on their mentality, their training mentality. Are they willing to go that extra step? Are they willing to do that much extra that other players just won't? And only 30% I'll look at their technical skills, and also for 20% at their physical skills. How fast are they running? How long can they maintain that? How big are they actually? And not that I will pick the biggest players, but just so they won't get physically overrun. The 30% technical skills, I'll look at basic passing skills, dribbling skills, receiving skills, scoring skills, and defending skills, of course. In their 1-on-1 defense and their 1-on-1 offense, I can teach them the rest and all the tactics with numerical advantages and disadvantages. But those basic skills I'll be looking for during the selection period. Okay, so there are a few things that I want to show you. At first, the selection trainings. I have them written out. If you would like to receive those trainings, then well, please put it in the comment and let me know that you want to receive it. Then I'll make sure that it will be available somehow. I'll just let you email me personally or something like that. We'll figure that out. Just put it in the comments. But the selection trainings, first training will be all about basic passing, receiving, and scoring. It might be a lot, and I'm not going to go too much into depth with them. I just want to see what they already have. So it's all about the basic passing, receiving, and scoring. The second training will go totally about scoring. For your own information, I will make sure that they'll have a lot of duels inside the D, doing tip-ins, doing shots on goal with people inside the D. I'm really gonna stress them out a little bit, see how their killer mentality is when it comes to scoring and defending in the D, because that's also what will come if we play duels in front of the goal. It's not only about scoring in the goal, scoring inside the D or inside the 25-yard area, that specific space. It's also about defending and not about spelling, luckily, because I'm doing that totally wrong. Then we have a game. In that game, I just want to, I'll lay out my basic tactics, which I might do in the next vlog, and just see how much how quickly they can grab onto that. Do notice that in the selection criteria, tactical awareness is not that high on my list yet. That's due to the age of 12 to 14. Yes, I do think it is important, but I think if your mentality is right and you're willing to learn every step of the way, then the tactics will come eventually to you. At a later age, the 14 to 16 and the 16 to 18, I do think that tactical awareness is important, also as a selection criteria. But at this age, not that much yet. Okay, the second week of the selection, it's only 2 weeks and it's only 2 trainings. It will be again a technical training, and that technical training will be more about defending. Not inside the D, but defending as 1v1 duels. I just want to see how they're doing with that. And the last training session, I will go a little bit into accelerators. And accelerators, you can think of winning your 1v1 duel, winning your 2v1 duel, playing out a numerical advantage. It's again an offensive thing. Yeah, so that's what I do in my selection criteria. As you can see, after that, in the preparation and in the competition, we will be training 3 times a week. The first one, I will be purely doing the basic skills, the basic technical skills, and maybe, hopefully later, some more advanced skills. Those skills I will divide, the technical stuff, I will divide in 3 categories, which will be dribbling, passing, receiving, and scoring techniques. Also, I think there are some 1v1 defending techniques that are important. For your information, dribbling, yes, I know how to dribble the ball is important, but I will skip that because I know the players are quite good, and probably change that very soon into 1v1 attacking. It's just about winning your first duel. Yeah. Okay. Then we see the tactical trainings. Well, for that I have something special, because first half of the competition, during the preparation I will do a sort of basic setup of what I think is important to perform right away. But I have a series of trainings written about zonal defense, which we will be doing in the first half of the competition, on the second training and the third training, because I think it is important. It's not that much about game. We haven't seen all the opponents yet, so we can't train specifically on the opponents. But this is about zonal, and I will call that in the first 4 weeks. I will call it zonal. I have 8 trainings written out. It's a whole series, and we will do that over there. And why? Because I think it is important. And not only that, I also know that the club thinks it is important, and which means that we need to be teaching them the zonal system. I'm not doing that though in the preparation part. Why? Because I know that in this preparation part we need to be able to perform right away after this part. After this first preparation part, we need to be able to perform right away, and zonal takes time. So that's why I'm doing that after we played our after we have done our first few matches. Yeah. That's basically it. I will take you a little bit more into that, because also I have a series of trainings written about the accelerators. Zonal is more a defensive system. Accelerators are more about what do we do when we get the ball, how can we go forward fast, and accelerators will be the next series of trainings that we will do, and that means, as you can see, I'm not that fast with Excel. It doesn't really matter that much. And after that, we have our first half of the season done. During those technical trainings at first, I'll make sure that we train the specific skill set that we're going to need for the zonal training, and zonal training later that week. Same thing next week, same thing next week. I'm not going to show you the whole series of trainings, and if you do find it interesting, then please also put it in the comments, and I'll send it up to you. It doesn't matter, it doesn't bother me that much, because I'm quite proud of those trainings. And same thing for the preparation and second time, and the competition second time. I will leave this blank because in the winter break we will evaluate. We will know the teams that we played, and we will know their level, and we know how to best prepare for them. And that's when the game prep training really becomes a game prep training in that second part of the season. The first part, not so much. This is the plan for now. And hopefully it will work. I will keep you up to date during the season, which will start in August. Well, this part starts in July, but this part will start in August, so that's a bit far away. And I will keep you posted during my next vlogs how we've done. So instead of the whole BlazePod training video thing, which will come, I'm going to show you how I build up the program for the teams that I coach, and that needs some preparation. So let's have a look.